Hi, I'm Wiley and I'm reporting from the RSS annual conference, which this year comes from Belfast. I'm with Colin Gillespie, who is a senior lecturer in statistics at Newcastle University, who has delivered a talk on a Bayesian analysis of animal movement data. Hi, Colin.
Hi.
So can you tell us a bit more about your talk?
So this morning I was talking about modelling sheep flocking. So have you ever seen David Attenborough, and he talks about starling flocks and wildebeest and all that sort of stuff? The idea was, how do animals have this sort of magical communication, and how do they sort of form these herds that go together in groups? And it was joint work with a few colleagues. There was two PhD students who essentially did all the work, Jack and Haley, and then myself and some applied mathematicians based in Newcastle. And we've been working on it for about 3 or 4 years now.
And what was it that got you interested in this issue in the first place? Was it Attenborough or...?
So my colleagues, Andrew Bagley and Andrew Fletcher at Newcastle, they're applied mathematicians, and I think I've seen one of their talks where they developed mathematical models, and along the lines of, doesn't this model look similar to data? And in my head, well, as a statistician, we want to sort of quantify what does similar mean, and does the model actually fit the data? And so the project was about fitting these models to real data.
Why did you choose sheep?
So rather foolishly, we thought we should get real data, and so we brought a drone and we went up to the Northumbria farms, and after getting permission from the farmer, of course, we got a drone and we were able to capture sheep being herded, and so they were just sort of the easiest animal. So Haley and Andrew went up, we had the drone hovering above, captured all these sheep moving, and then we processed images to get the actual data to use.
And did you encounter any problems along the way?
So I didn't do the filming, so the two problems that Haley and Andrew encountered were, first, you should always shut the farmer's gate after you leave, so that didn't go down particularly well. And also, you should always charge the battery, so we do have a video of the drone coming crashing down to earth. And simple sort of, I suppose, basic image analysis of, does wind, the drone moves, how do you sort of process the image, and how do you sort of store the data? But nothing too insurmountable.
And how might this research be applied?
So the whole idea is, how can we understand the mechanisms that animals use? So we have herds, how does the communication work? And so what we're gradually finding is the models out there are suggesting that animals look to the nearest neighbours, and we're trying to quantify, first of all, does that actually work? And if that is how these mechanisms work, how many neighbours is necessary for this movement to happen?
And what's next? Are you going to be observing any more sheep herds, or are you going on to something else?
So Haley and Jack are almost finished their PhDs, and so we have they've both got nice projects in terms of collecting data and fitting models, and I think it would be nice to sort of continue this work, but it would require, if I had lots of money and lots of time, something actually modelling starling flocks where we've got 3D data. That would be a really nice project. Obviously, there's lots of slightly different challenges there, but that would be really nice and fun.